I want to take a couple minutes to talk about a topic that I'm very passionate about these days, which is our belief system and where it comes from. I have been spending the last, I don't know, 6 months to a year working on my coaching work. And I've come to the conclusion that our belief system, the thing that guides our life, what actually helps us manage this experience on this planet, whether you want to call it your belief system or your identity, is created from the time when we're a small child and from when we come out of our mother's womb and hit this air that we breathe every day. We start to build this identity of who we are. And there comes a point in our life, and I believe that's somewhere in our late teens into mid 20s, where that identity that we create, that belief system that we've created, is not as necessary as it once was, at least in the shape that we've made it. When we were a child, we wanted safety, we wanted comfort. But at the end of the day, when you're an adult, you don't need that anymore. I think as an adult, we can do hard things. So when you can do hard things, you have the opportunity to create something, a life that doesn't require safety and comfort, which is what I think we were seeking as children. And what worked for us at 6 no longer works for us at 26. So it's almost like we're in a car. And when we're children, we believe that the engine is the driver. And we keep building that engine and building that engine. That engine is our belief system. But there's a driver of the car. And that driver of the car is our true identity. That's our spirit inside of us. And the question becomes, how do we take that driver that we've created as a child? How do we take that belief system and how do we pack it up and say, okay, thank you so much for protecting me as a child. Thank you so much for doing all the things that I needed you to do. But now it's time for me, my true identity, my true self, my highest self is to start to become the driver. And how do I take this identity I've created since childhood and how do I ask it to go into the back seat? How do I ask it to take a break and thank him or her for doing an amazing job to get us through childhood? But now we need something different. And once we start to evolve and figure out what it means to be an adult, how we live the life that we've always been put here to live, then we can start to pack that identity and belief system in a beautiful little suitcase and actually put it in the trunk and become the driver of our car. So that belief system that we created, it feels like us, yet it's really not. So I've been using this analogy for a while that I am the sky, my thoughts are the clouds, and the weather's my feelings. And if that's true, then I am not the clouds. I am not my thoughts. I am the person or the being observing those thoughts. And that is critical if we're going to find peace on this planet, which for me is all I'm seeking these days. When I wake up in the morning, I'm trying to find ways to be at peace, whether it's meditation and mindfulness, exercise, keeping my body healthy, eating well. I need to learn to do that a little bit better, but I love food and finding ways to keep ourselves healthy. So, as children, we wanted comfort, we wanted safety, and now we no longer need that. What we need is to figure out who we are meant to be, not the person we were trained to be. And very few of us are actually trained to be the person we were born to be. So the rest of us have this opportunity to go on this journey, to take that driver of the car, that identity that we built from birth and say, it's time to take a break. It's time to let the true self through, the one that knows exactly what we need, the one that is kind, the one that is love, the one that is presence, the one that is filled with abundance and gratitude, and the one that is neutral. And that is the presence, the identity, the belief, whatever you want to call it, the belief system that we need to own now as adults. If this is something you struggle with, this is a concept that you don't understand yourself, let's have a conversation. Would love to hear your perspective and see if there's a way that I can provide some perspective that might bring you some more peace. Thank you very much and have a joyous day.